wanted to do 220 dates. He went to WWE with that number. It included live events, Raws, SmackDowns. They wanted 36 instead.
Now, he also said something else that's telling, bro. He told Jimmy Kimmel this is his last match as a WWE superstar.
Oh, great. So you think he's going to AEW? You think he's going to be all elite?
John Cena in the G1. Let's do it.
Today I woke up, checked my phone, and I saw that she posted me not only to her Instagram story, but also to her Instagram feed and her Twitter. Welcome to Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast, a show where a rotating cast of wrestling fans from around the world come and share and debate their opinions, with live comments from all of you shown throughout, as after all, fans are what makes wrestling so special. So sit back, grab a beverage, and enjoy the show. I'm Ben Allison, you're watching Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast, and out of the gates, I'm gonna skip the rest of the intro because I've got an important matter to attend to, because for months and months and months, this man has been creating and spinning a narrative that Bron Breakker cannot talk. Well, guess what he did this past week on Monday Night Raw? He picked up a mic and delivered a promo of the year contender.
What, just because he said la-di-da, ruff, 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 that's what made him, that was a promo of the year contender?
It was. He didn't just say that. He said a lot, and he said it well. He told a story about CM Punk trying to embarrass him behind the scenes.
Look, you know what? Okay, I will give him credit. He cut a very good promo on Monday night, right?
He did.
He did very well for himself, and that's fine and dandy. Let's see it on a consistent basis.
John Cena had an interview today with The Ringer Wrestling, and on it, he was talking about his retirement tour and the plans for it, and he dropped the absolute bombshell that originally he wanted to do 220 dates. He went to WWE with that number. It included live events, Raws, SmackDowns. They wanted 36 instead. Now, don't get me wrong, 220, insanely high number. They don't even do that many live events anymore. It couldn't have happened. But why on earth did we need to go from 220 to 36? Why couldn't we have found a nice medium in the middle? How about one episode of Raw or SmackDown every single week? What, 60 dates?
I agree. There needs to be a median. You know, maybe he's not going to do 220 dates, but 100, 60, 80, like you're robbing the fans so much.
Some of the comments, though, do have concerns about it. We got numero one saying that it could have meant that the Cena heel run would have ended sooner because we would have seen more of cartoon Cena. Meanwhile, WWE AEW fans says more dates for the heel run. No thanks. Here's the thing, though, guys. I don't think this would have meant that we'd see the heel run for longer or shorter, because practically all the dates were for the heel run. I think what it would have meant is we would have got more dates in the second half of this year, which I think would have saved the entire thing.
I don't understand what the heck is going on this year with them. This is a company that is so good at storytelling, and like they have done one of their worst years storytelling for so many key stuff. And like, to me, Cena's retirement tour is the biggest layup you can make. And they made it a half-court shot. Now, he also said something else that's telling, bro. He told Jimmy Kimmel this is his last match as a WWE superstar.
Oh, great. So you think he's going to AEW? You think he's going to be all elite?
John Cena in the G1. Let's do it.
Triple H is losing the fan base, Shard. Like, I don't think that's an exaggeration to say he is losing the internet fan base.
Oh, he definitely is. I've talked to people that are, big WWE fans more than anything, and they're just like, yeah, this is not as good as it was a couple years ago. Look, I'm never gonna say things are as bad as like 2019 or like 2021 booking.
Yeah, that sucked too.
Yeah, but like it's still to his to Triple H's standard, he's not meeting what he should be hitting right now.
The other day, I took it upon myself, and you did as well, Shard, to make a video to inform the massive, to make sure everybody understood that Becky Lynch should still be the Intercontinental Champion, and Problematic Pierce is hiding things. Well, the other day I woke up and I saw she posted me on her Instagram story. That was fantastic. But today I woke up checked my phone, and I saw that she posted me not only to her Instagram story, but also to her Instagram feed and her Twitter. Becky Lynch, thank you very, very much. But Shard, how much of a disgrace is this situation at this point?
I know a lot of people want to try to say that it's comparable to the Montreal Screwjob. Screw that match. This is way more problematic and way more controversial than that. We at Wrestling Republic invite Becky Lynch to be a guest on any show she wants to be on, whether it be off the air, whether it be Spotlight, whether it be the Daily. You need the correct media coverage. And by the way, Maxine Dupree, you disrespected the IC title. How could anybody in their right mind decide to take a picture with the most important women's title in pro wrestling when Becky Lynch had it on her waist? She's still the champion. 7-Eleven with a Slurpee? Are you insane?
A fast food chain.
Gas station, not even fast
gas
food.
Station! She took it to a gas station!
A place that is notorious for Slurpees and microwavable taquitos and hot dogs known by God knows what meat is in that. No, disgusting. Absolutely gross. I am tired of it. What kind of precedent are we allowing a title like that to be under? Get that off of her, please. Can we, man, I'm
Feel sick listening to this.
It's disgusting, bro. Like, I truly don't understand it. She probably got Slurpee stains on it.
Ugh! Oh, no, thank you. We have got Jon Vokashaw saying, I'm on Becky's side. Adam Pearce, do better or resign as Raw GM. DCX Warlord, justice for the New Day and Becky Lynch. Atomic Merp saying, do better. DCX saying, Becky has been robbed time after time this year. WWE, seeing there on Pearce's side.
My
That's
God.
just
Is that Chris Jericho in the picture?
That probably explains why. We've got Kay the Great saying dreadful from Pierce. We've got D6 saying it's a tragedy. And Numero One with a fantastic suggestion that I'm the special guest referee with Becky Lynch taking on Jessica Carr. She's not a qualified referee. I doubt she's ever stepped in a wrestling ring to wrestle in her life. She doesn't know how to wrestle. Becky Lynch would squash her in 2 seconds. Let's book that match. Let's make it happen. Let's embarrass Jessica Carr. She doesn't know how to lock up. She doesn't know how to hit those moves. Becky Lynch would squash her in a matter of seconds. We need to talk about John Cena Sr. Shard. He essentially said that he is upset with John Cena's final opponent if it is Gunther. And he said the reason that he is upset about it is because he doesn't think Gunther needs the rub. And instead, the people who need the rub were Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Edge, or JBL. So basically, instead of Gunther, the 4 people who could use the rub are 2 retired guys and 2 guys who are at the end of their careers putting over younger stars.
What rub does it do for 2 guys who are no longer professional wrestlers and JBL and Kurt Angle, and 2 guys that are still currently employed with All Elite Pro Wrestling? Let's knock it off.
To confirm, it was on the All Access podcast that John Cena Sr. said this as well, but it doesn't make sense to me, and quite a few of the comments agree, saying it could have helped establish Obafemi, Trick Williams, Ben Davis saying the exact same thing as well. WWE AEW fans saying LA Knight could have used it more. I mean, it still could be LA Knight tonight, but I'm sorry, it should be Gunther out of those 2. It should. But Numero One says let LA Knight win as well. We need to talk about this Warner Brothers Discovery Netflix deal, because who better to explain business to you guys than 2 wrestling podcasters? So essentially, right, what's gone on here is Warner Brothers Discovery has been acquired by Netflix, right? It has to go through all these processes. Spoiler alert, it'll probably go through. They basically never get blocked when this deal's of this magnitude. But a lot of people are saying, does this mean AEW is going to end up on Netflix? And the short answer is it's almost It's very, very unlikely. Is it technically possible? Yes, but it's very unlikely. Netflix are not acquiring the TV stations. They are not acquiring TNT, TBS, HBO Max, and all of that. But what they are acquiring is a lot of content from those. And they haven't actually released the full list yet. They've released a lot of them, but they haven't said that's the full list. So is it technically possible AEW could be on that full list? Yes, but being realistic, it's probably almost certainly not going to happen. But it all gets a little bit more complicated than that, because those channels are going to be part of a new thing called Discovery Global. Now, what relationship that's going to have with what was formerly WBD, we don't know. So we don't know the answer in terms of, is that going to hurt AEW's relationship? What we do know is that the current WBD president, he is going to be leaving, and he is the guy who Tony Khan has got a close connection with. So that element is going to hurt them a little bit. But the bigger problem here, and it is a really big problem, is the rumblings and rumors and speculation is that Paramount are eventually going to go in for this Paramount, not Paramount, this Discovery. What was it? Discovery Global. They're going to go in for this Discovery Global channel once it's up and running as well, and take the TBS, TNT, HBO Maxes into their own thing, because Paramount do want to expand into television. And that suddenly becomes a big, big issue for AEW, considering they've got a really, really good relationship with TKO. So essentially, Shard, does this mean AEW is going to fail tomorrow? Absolutely not. Does it mean they're going to lose their TV deal tomorrow? Absolutely not. But does this mean that long-term TKO will control the vast majority, other than basically Amazon Prime, of the major networks? Yes. And I'm going to be honest, I love WWE, I love TKO. I think that's a really dark thought, and I don't think that's good for the business at all.
No, it's not. It's honestly a very scary thought to think of the future of it. And it may not affect this TV deal, but the next TV deal when it comes, what is to come and what is to happen. I mean, Turner Television is so intriguing because it's always been the second home to whatever rivals the WWE. And I would hate for it to be a similar situation where Turner kind of gets turned around and WWE kind of wins off of that standpoint.
Thank you, Shard. Thank you to everybody in the comments. You guys have been on fire today, and we will see you tomorrow to talk Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys then. Peace.